The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus told his disciples this parable. A man going on a journey called in his servants and entrusted his possessions to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. Immediately the one who received 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5. Likewise, the one who received 2 made another 2. But the man who received 1 went off and dug a hole in the ground and buried his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants came back and settled accounts with them. The one who had received 5 talents came forward bringing the additional 5. He said, "Master, you gave me 5 talents. See, I have made 5 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come share your master's joy." Then the one who had received 2 talents also came forward and said, "Master, you gave me 2 talents. See, I have made 2 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you are faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibility. Come share your master's joy." Then the one who had received the 1 talent came forward and said, "Master, I knew you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. So out of fear I went off and buried your talent in the ground. Here it is back." His master said to him in reply, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I did not plant and gather where I did not scatter. Should you not then have put my money in the bank so that I could have got it back with interest on my return? Now then, take the talent from him and give it to the one with 10. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will grow rich. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And throw this useless servant into the darkness outside, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." The Gospel of the Lord. So, just like every parable, this parable of Jesus needs explanation item by item, element by element, word by word. Justo como todas las parábolas de Jesús, también esta necesita una explicación, palabra por palabra. So first, what is this talent that we are talking about? ¿Qué son estos talentos de que estamos hablando? We may tend to believe that the talents, are what we believe, what we mean by talent in our language. tenemos la tendencia de pensar que estos talentos son precisamente lo que nosotros entendemos por talento en nuestro lenguaje. We say a talented person. Nosotros decimos, esta persona tiene talento. It means this person has a lot of ability, has a lot of quality. Significa que esta persona tiene mucha habilidad, mucha calidad. But this is impossible, to build the meaning in this gospel. Why? Because the talents were given to each one according to his ability. No es posible que son las habilidades, las capacidades. ¿Por qué? Porque los talentos fueron dados a cada uno según la capacidad. So it's impossible to say that God gave the capacity, the ability to each one according to his ability. No, the talent should be something else. Es imposible, ¿no? Que se diga aquí en la parábola que Dios dio a cada uno capacidad según su capacidad. No, el talento debe que ser otra cosa. So what is a talent? Well, first of all, what was a talent? ¿Qué era un talento? Well, it was not a coin, no era una moneda. A talent was a measure. Un talento era una medida. And it was exactly a measure for silver. Y era una medida por plata. And precisely, it was 60 pounds of silver. Y precisamente era 60 libras de plata. What corresponded at that time, lo que correspondía en aquel tiempo, fíjense, think about it. 20 years of salary, 20 years of salaries. This is what it was, one talent. Correspondía a 20 años de trabajo, 20 años de salario, 20 años. Eso es lo que era un talento solo. Because it was 60 pounds of silver. Porque eran 20 libras de plata. So something really valuable. Entonces algo que tenía un valor muy grande. But here, we would make a big mistake if we think that the talents are money. Pero aquí haríamos un gran error si pensaríamos que los talentos son dinero. Well, you don't see Jesus talking about money, of course. Tú no lo ves a Jesús hablando de dinero. But what is the most valuable thing for Jesus? Pero ¿cuál es la cosa más importante por Jesús? Well, for sure, for Jesus, the most valuable thing is the Holy Spirit. Bueno, por cierto, la cosa más importante que tiene valor para Jesús es el Espíritu Santo, which is the same Spirit of God, que es el mismo Espíritu de Dios. And that Spirit is given to us according to our ability. Y el Espíritu Santo se le da a nosotros, está distribuido a nosotros según la capacidad. We don't have all the same Spirit, the same quantity of the Holy Spirit. No tenemos todos la misma cantidad del Espíritu Santo. That's why you need baptism. Por eso te necesita el bautismo. Because baptism is that first container where you can put the Holy Spirit. Porque el bautismo es aquel primer contenedor donde le puedes poner el Espíritu Santo. That's why we have confirmation. Por eso tenemos confirmación. Because confirmation is not only, a small glass, but with confirmation you are able, your ability of receiving the Holy Spirit is to His fullness, to His maximum extent. Cuando recibes la confirmación, ya no tienes solamente un vaso ese del bautismo donde puedes recibir el Espíritu Santo. Con la confirmación puedes recibir la plenitud del Espíritu Santo. What do you do with the Holy Spirit? With the Holy Spirit you are able to love. ¿Qué puedes hacer con el Espíritu Santo? Con el Espíritu Santo eres capaz, puedes realmente amar. So, the talent, you can see it from 2 points of views. Entonces, un talento, para explicarlo mejor, tú lo puedes ver de 2 puntos de vista. From one side is the gift of the Holy Spirit that enables you to love. De un lado es el don del Espíritu Santo que te da esa capacidad de amar como Dios. From the other side, we could say also that the talents are nothing else than the number of people that you are taking care of, that God entrusted to you. Because this gift has a practical result. The one or the people that you are taking care of, the number of people that you are really loving, is not a general gift of the Holy Spirit to love in general. No. You need to love somebody. What is that number? The number of those people that you're taking care of. That is the number of your talents. El otro punto de vista de los talentos son el número de las personas de que tú cuidas, que tú amas. ¿Por qué? El Espíritu Santo, que es el don de Dios para amar, no es para amar así en general, no es para amar concretamente a alguien, eso te está pidiendo Dios. Te entrega personas para que tú les cuides. Este número de estas personas corresponde al número de los talentos que el Señor te dio. And so we have that one who received 5 talents. Entonces tenemos aquel que recibió 5 talentos. We have that one who received 2 talents. Tenemos aquel que recibió 2 talentos. We have someone who received only 1 talent. Y hay también uno que recibió solo 1 talento. Yes, we are not the same. No somos todos iguales. Maybe you have a number of people that you're taking care of, and I have another number. Puede que tú tienes un número de personas de que tú estás cuidando y yo tengo otro número. But here in the parable of Jesus, pero aquí en la parábola de Jesús, there is one man who received only 1 talent, which means, you know, the gift of the Holy Spirit, let us say, to love one person. Vamos a decir, como el don del Espíritu Santo para amar y cuidar una persona. But he didn't take care of that person. Pero él no la cuidó, esta persona. So he wasted the gift of the Holy Spirit. Entonces él desperdició el don del Espíritu Santo. Why? Why did he do that? ¿Por qué lo hizo? Because his idea of God was an idea of fear. Porque su idea de Dios era una idea de miedo. Yes. If you're thinking of God like only someone who is giving to you His law, if you observe His law, you will go to heaven. And if you don't observe His law, you will go to hell. You are precisely in the logic of fear. Si tú estás pensando a Dios como uno que te dio su ley, y si tú observas la ley, te vas al paraíso, y no la observas, te vas al infierno, estás perfectamente en la lógica del miedo. This is not helping us to love at all. Esto no nos está ayudando a amar para nada. Look what this man said. Mira este hombre lo que dijo. I knew that you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. Mira que dijo, Yo sabía que tú eres un hombre duro, que quieres cosechar lo que no has plantado y recoger lo que no has sembrado. Oh, that's true. No, God harvests what he doesn't plant. God gathers what is not scattering. Eso es la verdad, que Dios cosecha lo que no ha plantado y Dios recoge lo que no ha sembrado. Yes, because you, by the grace of God, will produce fruit that God will be happy to collect. Es la verdad, porque tú con la gracia de Dios puedes producir frutos que Dios está muy feliz de recoger. That's why we are here, and that's why we have the gift of the Holy Spirit. Por eso estamos aquí, por eso tenemos el don del Espíritu Santo. So with the Holy Spirit you are able to love in a way that you can produce more love. Con el don del Espíritu Santo tú puedes amar de una manera que puedes producir más amor. Look at the example of the saints. Mira al ejemplo de los santos. Why do we call them saints? ¿Por qué los llamamos santos? Because they multiply love. Porque ellos multiplican el amor. And because they don't have with God a relation of fear, but a relation of love. Y porque no tienen con Dios una relación de miedo, sino una relación de amor. What are the bankers? ¿Qué son estos del banco? This master is saying, why didn't you put my money in the bank so I could have got it back with interest? Dice aquí el Señor, ¿por qué no pusiste mi dinero en el banco para que lo recibiera con intereses? Yes, we know what this bank is. Sabemos lo que es esta banca. When you give what you have to charity, you're putting what you have in the bank of God. Cuando tú le regalas algo a la caridad, lo que es tuyo, lo das a la caridad, estás poniendo algo en el banco. We have this image, that when you give something to the poor, you're like making a deposit in the bank of God. Cuando tú le das al pobre, tú estás depositando algo en el banco de Dios. And then at the end, this parable ends with a condemnation. Esta parábola termina con una condenación. So what is this condemnation? The condemnation of this man, of those men, who decided not to use the Holy Spirit, who decided not to take care of the people that were entrusted to them. Es la condición de los que decidieron de no utilizar el Espíritu Santo, que decidieron de no amar y de no cuidar las personas que Dios les ha entregado. Yes, first effect, that person that you didn't want to take care of, God will give that person to someone else. Primer efecto, esa persona que Dios te había entregado y que tú no cuidaste, Dios eso se lo va a entregar a otra persona. And that's true. The more you love and the more you take care of people, the more this number of people will multiply. Es la verdad que más que tú amas y más que cuidas personas, más que este número se multiplica. Because God will trust you. Porque Dios confía en ti. And look, this guy is taking care. He likes to take care. So I will entrust to him more. I will give him more Holy Spirit and more people to take care of. More talents. Y Dios confía en ti. Entonces ya te va a dar más Espíritu Santo y más personas de cuidar. Más talentos. And what if you don't want to do that? ¿Y qué pasa si tú no quieres hacer eso? What if you don't want to love because you want to love yourself and that's it? ¿Qué pasa si tú no quieres amar a nadie, solo quieres amar a ti mismo? Well, it will happen what Dostoevsky says, what Dostoevsky wrote in the Brothers Karamazov. Io penso va a pasar lo que Dostoevsky, este autor ruso, escribió en su libro Los Hermanos Karamazov. What is hell? ¿Qué es el infierno? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. Sostengo yo que es el sufrimiento de no poder amar jamás. You see? You don't need to go to hell to be in hell. You can be in hell already here on this earth. ¿Lo ve? No te necesitas de ir al infierno para estar al infierno. Te es suficiente estar aquí en esta tierra y no amar a nadie. Te encontrarás precisamente en el puro infierno. It is enough that you are here on this earth and you just don't love anybody. You will find yourself in pure hell. I never finished an homily with the word hell, so nunca había terminado una homilía con la palabra infierno. But this is how, this gospel ends, so I think this is it. Pero esto es como termina nuestro evangelio, entonces pienso que así se termina la homilía también.